This is a photograph of the Labyrinth at the Canterbury campus of the University of Kent. And recently there's been a resurgence of interest in labyrinths, in particular taking time out to walk them. And in many UK universities they've been used as a learning development tool for students. Here's an example of a temporary labyrinth. It was part of a presentation about supporting student learning, and this one's been marked out on the grass using chicken feed, so it's biodegradable. This is a canvas labyrinth. They come in sections, so although they're large when they're laid out on the ground, they can be easily packed up and transported from one place to another. If you're new to the idea of walking a labyrinth, you might be thinking, why would I want to in the first place? And I asked the same question. I really wasn't that interested. But this is my story. It was Healthy Campus Week, and a canvas labyrinth had been set out in one of the buildings. And my first walk was quite ordinary. I followed the path slowly, and it twisted and turned into the centre, and then I walked back to where I started from. It was only afterwards that I realised I'd paused my life. For a few minutes everything had stopped. And I realised I never stopped. I never took time out. And even when I wasn't at work, I was always busy. And as I was walking across campus, I realised I was still walking more slowly. I was conscious of the movement of my feet and my legs. When do we ever take notice of the physical details of our lives? Because unless something hurts or is broken, we take things like mobility and breathing for granted. Inevitably, it didn't last. As I got closer to my desk, I started to think about everything on my to-do list, and my feet were speeding up and my breathing was getting shallower again. But just for a moment, it all hadn't mattered so much. I had stepped into a different time and place. And lots of universities are using labyrinths as teaching tools and learning development experiences. They've been used as aids for reflection, to de-stress students before presentations or exams. They can encourage you to think more creatively about your practice, to step out of the box in more ways than one. It's good to sometimes slow down, to press the pause button on our busy lives. So if you get the chance, walk a labyrinth. You might be surprised at just how good it can feel.